Sound. Sound check. Sound.
My humble pranams, family, friends, thank you for your patience. Um, Before we commence, I would like to take this time to welcome you here for the memorial service. So, today marks a day that has been a very sad moment for the Naidoo family. It's the yearly ceremony of our late father, Mr. Paul Naidoo. He was called to rest at our Lord's home on the 30th of September 2021. Today we have an excellent bhajan rendition performed by Sri Ravi Naidoo and a troupe. They are from Ottawa in Phoenix. And to fully engage in the blessings of our Divine Lord, I will appreciate it if you can observe silence during the prayers, and at the same time, if you can please put your mobile devices on silent, or if not, on vibration. Because the only vibrations that you are supposed to be receiving is from this bhajan group today. So I would like to start by asking you all to please rise. We are going to commence with the opening prayer, and thereafter I will hand over to the bhajan group to perform their bhajans.
Vanakkam to one and all. ಓಂ ಮೂಷಿಗವಾಗೆನ ಸಾಮನ ರೂಪ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರ ಪುತ್ರ ವಿಘ್ನ ವಿನಾಯಕ உன் பாத நமஸ்து. அருள் பெரும் ஜோதி அனி பெரும் கருணை, அனி பெரும் கருணை, அருள் பெரும் ஜோதி. உலகெல்லாம் மொனன் ஓதே குவரியவன் நீல உள்ளாவியன் நீர்மலிவேனியன். உலகெல்லாம் மொனன் ஓதே குவரியவன் நீல உள்ளாவியன் நீர்மலிவேனியன். ஆலேகள் சோதியன் அம்பலத்துள்ளாடுவான். ஆலேகள் சோதியன் அம்பலத்துள்ளாடுவான். மால சிலம்படி வாத்தி வணங்கோம். மால சிலம்படி வாத்தி வணங்கோம். உலகெல்லாம் மொனன் ஓதே குவரியவன் நீல உள்ளாவியன் நீர்மலிவேனியன். நீல உள்ளாவியன் நீர்மலிவேனியன். ஓம் சிவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். You may be seated and you over back to the MC. Okay, there's a small poem from Shivan.
Hello everyone. Today I'd like to read you a poem, a tribute to my grandfather. My grandfather was a quiet man, but his silence could speak volumes. The warmth of his gaze said, "I love you." The strength of his hug said, "I will keep you safe." The gentleness of his hand said, "You're precious to me." His nod of approval for a job well done said, "I respect you." In the years to come, I may not remember many of the words my grandfather spoke, but the memories of what he conveyed without speaking a word will stay in my heart.
Thank you. We'll be doing some songs, service songs before the second half. And you back to the MC, where he will introduce you to the speakers. And after the speeches are done, then we go to our Dibaratna prayer. Om Shiva Tirusitrambalam Gajavadana Gananada Gajavadana Dinanada Gajavadana Gananada Gajavadana Dinanada Sheti Tata Shivatanaya Sheti Tata Shivatanaya Sheti Pradayane Gajanena Sheti Pradayane Gajanena Parvati Nandana Bhava Bhaya Bandhana Parvati Nandana Bhava Bhaya Bandhana Yuga Yuga Vandana Seti Vinayaka Yuga Yuga Vandana Seti Vinayaka Jaya Gajavadana Gananada Gajavadana Dinanada Gajavadana Gananada Gajavadana Dinanada Sheli Tata Shivatanya Sheli Tata Shivatanya Sheli Pradayane Gajanena Sheli Pradayane Gajanena Parvati Nandana Bhava Bhaya Bandana Parvati Nandana Bhava Bhaya Bandana Yuga Yuga Vandana Sati Vinayaka Yuga Yuga Vandana Sati Vinayaka Gajavadana Gananada Gajavadana Dinanada Gajavadana Gananada Gajavadana Dinanada Om Shivatirusutram Balam Manasa Bhagire Guru Saranam Dostara Bhavastad Tara Sharanam Manasa Bhagire Guru Saranam Dostara Bhavastad Tara Sharanam Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Satya Shivanada Sat Sivanaya Satya Shivanada Sat Shivanaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namah Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namah Om Hari Narayana 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 Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namah Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namah Arunachal Shiva Arunachal Shiva Arunachal Shiva Aruna Shiva Om Arunachal Shiva Arunachal Shiva Arunachal Shiva Aruna Shiva Om Karam Baba Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Om Namo Baba Omkaram Baba Karam Baba Omkaram Baba Om Namo 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 Baba Manasa Bhagire Guru Saranam Dostara Bhavatar Tara Sharanam Manasa Bhagire Guru Saranam Dostara Bhavatar Tara Sharanam Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Satya Shivananda Tat Sivanaya Satya Shivananda Tat Sivanaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo Om Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo Hari Narayana 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 Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo Arunachala Shiva Arunachala Shiva Arunachala Shiva Aruna Shiva Om Arunachala Shiva Arunachala Shiva Arunachala Shiva Aruna Shiva Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Om Namo Baba Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Omkaram Baba Om Namo Baba Om Namo Baba Om Namo Baba Manasa Bajri Guru Saranam Dostara Bhavasat Kare Sharanam Manasa Bajri Guru Saranam Dostara Bhavasat Kare Sharanam Om Shiva Tirusitrambalam. Let's all close our eyes, invoke our Lord Shiva to come in, grant our Father's soul, Natkara Shanti. Om Shiva Tirusitrambalam. Shivaya 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 Om Shivaya Va 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 Arul Perum Jodi Tani Perum Karuni Tani Perum Karuni Shivaya Arul Perum Jodi Tani Perum Karuni Tani Perum Karuni Shivaya Inde Atma Ke Nakari Shanti Vendam Om Shivaya Va Om Shivaya Va Om Shivaya Va Om Shivaya Va Gangadharaya Lingeshwaraya Navasati Nidaraya Gangadharaya Lingeshwaraya Navasati Nidaraya உலகெல்லாம் நீதானே நமே சிவாய ஓம் சிவாய ஓம் சிவாய Shivaya Va. Om Shivaya Va. Om Shivaya Va. நடராஜா பெருமானே நாமே சிவாய எங்கள் குல தெய்வம் நீ அப்பா. நடராஜா பெருமானே நாமே சிவாய எங்கள் குல தெய்வம் நீ அப்பா. இந்த ஆத்மாக்கு நற்கரி சாந்தி வேண்டுமோ. சிவாய வா வா வா. ஓம் சிவாய வா. ஓம் சிவாய வா வா வா. ஓம் சிவாய வா. Om Shiva Tirusitrambalam. Next song is dedicated to our father. Father is just only not a father, but he's also our true friend, a bigger friend that we can discuss, I think, and share things to our father. Om Shiva Tirusitrambalam. அப்பா நான் உன்னை பார்க்கிறேன், அன்பே நான் உன்னை திரிக்கிறேன். அப்பா நான் உன்னை பார்க்கிறேன், அன்பே நான் உன்னை திணிக்கிறேன். அப்பா நீயே என் தெய்வம் நீயே, அப்பா நீயே என் தெய்வம் நீயே. நான் உந்தன் பிள்ளை என்றோம் ஓ அப்பப்பா, நான் உந்தன் பிள்ளை என்றோம். அப்பா நான் உன்னை பார்க்கிறேன், அன்பே நான் உன்னை திணிக்கிறேன். அப்பா நான் உன்னை பார்க்கிறேன், அன்பே நான் உன்னை திணிக்கிறேன். நீ என் வாழ்வு, நீயே என் சத்தியம், நீயே என் வாழ்வு, நீயே என் சத்தியம். நீதான் என் ஜீவனோ ஓ அப்பப்பா, நீதான் என் ஜீவனோ. அப்பா நான் உன்னை பார்க்கிறேன், அன்பே நான் உன்னை திணிக்கிறேன். அப்பா நான் உன்னை பார்க்கிறேன், அன்பே நான் உன்னை திணிக்கிறேன். மெல்ல மேய்ப்பன் நீதானே, மெல்ல மேய்ப்பன் நீதானே. நான் தான் உனத கத்தி ஓ அப்பப்பா, நான் தான் உனத கத்தி. அப்பா நான் உன்னை பார்க்கிறேன், அன்பே நான் உன்னை திணிக்கிறேன். அப்பா நான் உன்னை பார்க்கிறேன், அன்பே நான் உன்னை திணிக்கிறேன். அப்பா நீயே என் தெய்வம் நீயே, அப்பா நீயே என் தெய்வம் நீயே. நாங்கள் உன் பிள்ளை என்றோம் அப்பப்பா, நாங்கள் உன் பிள்ளை என்றோம். forever Father, forever Father, forever Father, forever Father. every single day our love for you kept growing more and more. Together forever, we were yours evermore. And now that you left us, we'll be counting on you to love us from heaven. Oh Father, honestly do. Two of us together, hand in hand, we stand in heaven's door, together forever, till we meet again. And now that you left us, we'll be counting on you to guide us from heaven. Oh Father, honestly do. அப்பா நான் உன்னை பார்க்கிறேன், அன்பே நான் உன்னை திணிக்கிறேன். அப்பா நான் உன்னை பார்க்கிறேன், அன்பே நான் உன்னை திணிக்கிறேன். அப்பா நீயே என் தெய்வம் நீயே, அப்பா நீயே என் உயரம் நீயே. நான் தான் உன் பிள்ளை ஏனோ, ஓ அப்பா அப்பா நான் தான் உன் பிள்ளை ஏனோ. Om Shiva Tirusutrambalam. Let's all of us put our hands together again. Om Shiva Tirusutrambalam. Om Namah Shivaya வாழ்க, நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க, இமை பொருதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீதான் தான் வாழ்க. ஓம் நம சிவாய வாழ்க, நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க, இமை பொருதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீதான் தான் வாழ்க. சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே, எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம். சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே, எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம். சிவபெருமானே அன்னை தன்னே எங்கள் தெய்வமே, அன்னை தன்னே எங்கள் தெய்வமே. ஆண்டவனே நீ அருள் செய்வாயே, ஆண்டவனே நீ அருள் செய்வாயே. சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே, எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம். சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே, எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம். சிவபெருமானே நம சிவாய ஓம், நம சிவாய ஓம், நம சிவாய ஓம், ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம். Everybody நம சிவாய ஓம், சிவாய ஓம், நம சிவாய ஓம், ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம். அம்மே அப்பா எங்கள் தெய்வமே, அம்மே அப்பா எங்கள் தெய்வமே. ஆண்டவனே நீ அருள் செய்வாயே, ஆண்டவனே நீ அருள் செய்வாயே. சிவபெருமானே
சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே 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 எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் everybody நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் எங்கள் தெய்வமே நம சிவாய ஓம் எங்கள் தெய்வமே காத்தருவாய் நீ அருள் செய்வாயே சிவாய காத்தருவாய் நீ அருள் செய்வாயே சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே 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 எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே எல்லோர்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே.
I will bring two more songs and hand you over back to the MC. Om Shiva Tirusitrambalam. Om Shiva Tirusitrambalam. Saravana Bhavane Armugamayane Saravana Bhavane Ni Varuvai Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Saravana Bhavane Armugamayane Saravana Bhavane Ni Varuvai Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Kanda Muruga Armuga Vela Gananathan Thambiye Vel Muruga Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Saravana Bhavane Armugamayane Saravana Bhavane Ni Varuvai Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara 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 Saravana Bhavane Armugamayane Saravana Bhavane Ni Varuvai Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Vel Vel Muruga Satti Vel Muruga Sivasatti Magane Vel Muruga Mailere Ariva Saravana Bhavane Saravana Bhavane Arogara Saravana Bhavane Armugamayane Saravana Bhavane Ni Varuvai Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Om Arogara Om 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 Muruga Om 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 Muruga Om 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 Alaga Om Om Om
ஓம் அழகா ஓம் 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 முருகா ஓம் 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 முருகா 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 வேலவா கண்டா வேலவா கண்டா வேலவா வேலவா கண்டா வேலவா கண்டா வேலவா ஓம் 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 முருகா ஓம் 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 முருகா. ஓம் சிவா திருச்சிற்றம். Day before yesterday, we had our Krishna prayer, dedication to our Lord Krishna. Om Shiva Tirusutrambalam. Srinivasa Govinda Paduranga Vittala Vandavarasani Vairuvai Harinarayana 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 Narayana Srinivasa Govinda Paduranga Vittala Vandavarasani Vairuvai Harinarayana 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 Narayana 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 Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Narayana Govinda Gopala Krishna Nanda Govinda Vandavarasani Vairuvai Narayana Hari Narayana Hari Narayana Hari Narayana Govinda Krishna Gopala Krishna Madhava Krishna Engal Yadava Krishna Govinda Krishna Gopala Krishna Madhava Krishna Engal Yadava Krishna Govinda Radhe Gopala Radhe Madhava Radhe Engal Yadava Radhe Govinda Radhe Gopala Radhe Madhava Radhe Engal Yadava Radhe Govinda Ranga Gopala Ranga Madhava Ranga Engal Yadava Ranga Govinda Ranga Gopala Ranga Madhava Ranga Engal Yadava Ranga Govinda Vittu Gopala Vittu Madhava Vittu Engal Yadava Vittu Govinda Vittu Gopala Vittu Madhava Vittu Engal Yadava Vittu Madhavane Shiva Shankarane Narayana Hari Om Paramatma Yen Tunai Narayana Hari Om Madhavane Shiva Shankarane Narayana Hari Om Paramatma Yen Tunai Narayana Hari Om Hari Hari Om Shiva Shankara Om Kailasavasa Om Hari Hari Om Shiva Shankara Om Kailasavasa Om Om Namah Shivaya Narayana Hari
गंगाधरने ओम नमः शिवाय नारायण हरे गंगाधरने गोविंद कृष्ण गोपाल कृष्ण यादवे कृष्ण एंगल यादवे कृष्ण Om Shiva Tirusitrambalam. And you back to the MC.
Thank you, Sri Ravi Naidu. Sorry, Sri Ravi Naidu and troop for the wonderful, vibrant bhajans. It was really soul stirring and it was very heartfelt as well. Thank you. Before I call upon our speakers, um, I would just beg your indulgence just for a few minutes more. I want to just relate a funny story about our dad. And I think that we need to do this because he was a funny man. Everybody saw him as this, stern role model and figure, but very few of you know his other side. And I think I was one of the few that was blessed with it, to have been in that presence. So one of the funny things, I'm sitting here and I had this weird thought that we are all sitting here and singing the glory of our good Lord. And what would Dad normally do at a bhajan? Ivan is laughing because he knows he definitely wouldn't be sitting inside here. He would be the one that's the car guard, sitting and watching after everybody's vehicles and being the security guard. So, but in the weird sense of it all, 10 years ago, or about 12 maybe, he created, or actually didn't create, he had this fantastic opportunity. And he gave his entire life to our Divine Mother Adi Parashakti. Everything that he owned, he just found her in a very, very strange and weird way. And since then, he has celebrated his life with the Divine Mother. And it is in no doubt that when he was called back, he was called into her arms. She was the one that was waiting for him. I would like to just inform you that I know that most of you are feeling very, very hungry now. There is a sumptuous dinner that's going to be served very shortly after the Mangalam. But before we do that, just give me a second. My phone decided to freeze on me. Okay, there we go. Before we do that, and before I call in the first speaker, I would like to deliver this quote, something that I stumbled upon while looking for inspiration. And this has resonated with me very strongly about Dad. So when in moments of strife, look to our father. So our father, Paul Naidoo, taught my siblings the importance of positive values and a strong ethical and moral compass. He showed us how to be resilient, how to deal with challenges, and how to strive for excellence in all that we do in our lives. He taught us that there is nothing that we can accomplish if we marry vision and passion with an enduring work ethic. So today we are all gathered here to celebrate his life and to honor his memory. And many of you again have been truly lucky and blessed to have basked in his light. For me, I was also blessed to have had just even the smallest opportunity to have engaged with an analytical engineering mind that was so adept to do anything. And I can tell you this safely, anything. Many of you may not know this, but a marksman with a CZ-45 in an open range with a pin center shot, bullseye at 100 meters. Yeah, exactly. No words. A mechanic that could strip down a motor, V6, V8, anything that you can call it, down to the bare bone of just the block and put it back all together without a pocket screw. Yes, Ivan? Without any pocket screws. And when he did find a pocket screw, he would say, we found something, we need to open it all up again to make sure that that screw went back or bolt went back to where it was supposed to be. I promise you, I remember this. I was a kid, very small, but I remember this. And he was a skilled carpenter, a builder. There was nothing that he could do. Truly a master of it all. So, but don't just take my word for this. There are a few speakers here that will like to share his amazing life with you. And so sit back, laugh, cry, and be amazed by our great Paramatma, Parashuraman Paul Naidoo. I would like to call our Father Dan to start off with the commemoration. And thereafter, we will call Silation, and then it will be Suzanne. Thank you.
Thank you, Krish. Good evening, family, friends. Today I'm not going to address you all. Today I'm having a personal conversation with my brother. My brother, Paul, we've been brothers. We knew each other for over 50 odd years. Yes, as Christian, he was a funny man. He was a stern man. He was a strict man. But he passed on knowledge to all of us. Just a few funny things about him and me, our personal relationship. We go back a very long time ago, over 50 years, as I said. But he was a brother to me. He was everything to me. But best of all, he was my best friend. Could lean on him, can talk to him, not anyhow, because I respected him a lot. There was 1 year difference between our ages, but I respected him. I never called him by his name or anything up to today. I just spoke to him. He addressed me by name, but I didn't. I couldn't because I respected him so much. He was so dear to me. I didn't know what to call him. So that's how we lived. When we first started fixing motor cars, as Chris said, the funny things, he asked me one day, Dan, go fetch me a Phillips screwdriver. I didn't know the difference between a screwdriver and a spanner at that time. I'm rummaging in the toolbox, looking for a screwdriver that's got a name written on it, Phillips. I looked, and he's under the car and he's laughing. He asked me, how long does it take you to bring a Phillips screwdriver? I said, what is a Phillips screwdriver? I can't find, there's no screwdriver is written Phillips. Then he laughed and he said, it's a star screwdriver. Okay, I learned something at that moment. Then as we went on again, he said, bring me her left-hand spanner. I said, oh my God, a left-hand spanner. Do they make a left-hand spanner or a right-hand spanner? No, that's the kind of fun we had. And he laughed. He just laughed. No, that's the kind of fun. the both of us had. And our best times when we used to go fishing at night, we always stood together. We had elder people, elder than us, but Paul and I will fish far away from my father-in-law, my big brother, and everybody so that we can smoke. So people are all fishing everywhere. Now they can't, there's a lot of people fishing at night, but they don't know who's sitting and standing on the other end and smoking, but both of us are sitting and standing and smoking. And I used to be a bait boy for them. And we always together. We were thick as thieves. He was somebody that stood by me all the time. He gave me strength. He gave me courage. He never left my side. He never left my side or my name till the day he parted. When nobody in my life at one time or another was there for me, he was there for me. He was there. And something that we got to remember, or I remember very clearly, or people got to remember, that my brother Paul never had crocodile hands or deep pockets. When we used to go out, he used to actually fight, both of us. He'll tell me, if I don't pay for the food, I'm not eating it. I said, okay, fine, eat first, then we'll talk about it later. We'll think about it. No, that's how we were. We were very, very, very close. And we used to have boys' nights. Go to the movie house. Watch double session movies that time. Agenta Cinema, Rainbow Cinema, Green Cat. The first movie is okay, we watch it. Come interval, we're going to have a smoke outside, come back. The second movie, we fell asleep. We fell asleep totally. And I don't know if I snored, but he snored. I said, nudge him. And then when the movie is over and people are walking out, and then we'll wake up. Let's go home now. And that kind of thing. And he always, those are the good moments. That's what we talk about life after death. We don't expect God to come down and show us his miracles. Living with a person like him is a miracle. Knowing him is a miracle. Being acquainted to him is a miracle. Going out with him was a miracle. That's what he was. That's what my brother was. You go camping at night, boys' night, all the men used to go. We used to be together all the time. Never drank. He never drank. Well, that time, I didn't either. But now I have a shot now and again. Yeah. But I have it on his name. I said, this is for you, my bro. You're not here anymore, but this is for you. So he'll tell me, I want you to sing that one song for me. He heard me sing it one time, one song, the devotional song, Shiva song. Sing it for me. And I don't know how many times, every time we went out fishing, I had to sing that song, I had to say a song. And I told him, okay, bro, okay, I will sing. Camping night, same story. And, I can go on and on, but, time doesn't permit one thing. My love for him will never die. We'll always be together. Brother and I will always be together. We will not go. And Brother Ravi, I want to sing this song. And this song that what I'm singing was Tille Ambala Nadaraja all the time. He loved it. And I used to enjoy singing. And someone is singing it. But before that, I'm going to ask our divine Lord, our Father, Lord Namashivaya, to be, he is present, is to give him all the comfort, accept him at his fold, and give him the comfort so that he can give us the comfort. We won't get closure, But it's so this thing, a little devotional. Karpura Gauram Karunavatnaram Sansara Saram Pujagendraharam Sadavasantam Hridayaravindein Bhavam Bhavani Sayitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sayitam Namami Gange Anindava Kandor Turam Vila Madhavino Lingeshwara Dinna Tunenida Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namah Tillayambala Nadaraja Tiruminadhine Paramesa Tillayambala Nadaraja Tiruminadhine Paramesa Allalti Tandava Vava Ameyandava Allalti Tandava Vava Ameyandava Tillayambala Nadaraja Peruminadhine Paramesa Tillayambala Nadaraja Peruminadhine Paramesa Ingam Inbam Vilangave Ingam Inbam Vilangave Arul Umapati Irimayagala Vava Valam Pongava Irimayagala Vava Valam Pongava Layambala Nadaraja Tiruminadhine Paramesa Tillayambala Nadaraja Tiruminadhine Paramesa Malavidanarum Kalayerum Panivuranum Neye Turiparum Malavidanarum Kalayerum Panivuranum Neye Turiparum Kalayalengara Paniyara Ninesa Kalayalengara Paniyara Ninesa Malayan Vasa Manga Madhyandava Tillayambala Nadaraja Tiruminadhine Paramesa Tillayambala Nadaraja Tiruminadini Paramesa Alati Tandava Vava Amiyandava Alati Tandava Vava Amiyandava Pillai Ambala Nadaraja Tiruminadin Paramesa Shambho Mahadeva 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 Shambho Mahadeva. I love you, my brother. Till we meet again, I'll always be singing this song for you. Thank you, brother Ravi.
Thank you, Appa, for those wonderful memories. So he did what he did to you, what he also did to me. So you're not alone in this as well. I'd like to call upon Silation, please, for your next memorial Thanksgiving speech.
Greetings to everyone taking the time to visit this one-year ceremony for my grandfather, Paul Naidoo. I must admit I did not prepare this well, but I will do my best. In hindsight, I did not expect or conceive the notion that this day would come, and so soon. In hindsight, I did not think that time would just fly so suddenly, with losing so many people along the way. Many have experienced this. Many are still coming to terms with this. But there are those pushing through these hard times with the memories of their loved ones backing them up. I'd like to believe that anyone can be them. To begin this little speech of mine, I'd like to start on how I start my day. As a student of UKZN and as a member of Tongaat, I have the duty of driving to campus basically every day. During all of those trips and many errands an Indian boy is expected to now that he started driving, I always have a little photo of Tata perched on my dashboard, just coming along for the ride. Everywhere and back, Tata is always there watching how I'm driving, how bad other people can drive. It really is crazy that there are so many bad people driving. Sometimes I can picture him assessing and critiquing my song choices or my radio choices, that is anything but Lotus FM or Hindvani, or Cliff Richards or the Gypsy Kings, not even the infamous Boer farmer music that he keeps so many CDs of. But I think personally, he smiled a little bit when I played a modern band called Coldplay. Oh, you know. Every trip has a bit of his memory to mind. A drive to Benito reminds me of a drive to buy materials for something he wants to make. Or a drive to the hardware store can lead to a drive to the nearest hot dog cafe. To some extent, it's utterly fascinating how small things can bring back so many good times. I seem to have picked up his traits for trying any food as much as our bodies can handle. All those secret errands he introduced to the family, to his grandsons, all those adventurous foods and the stories that come with them. I admit I made a few secret errands on my own. Well, it's not so secret now. But I sincerely believe that he is there with me, having whatever I'm having and just enjoying himself through me. and our family that crosses many lands and borders. He is evidence of a benevolent soul. And looking at his statues, his work and ethics being passed down to his employees, to my mom and my granny and my uncle, gives a testament to his attitude on quality and how brilliant of a craftsman he was. And to this day, I cannot forget his little murti of our goddess Lakshmi, featuring in a Leon Schuster movie called Panic Mechanic. To be fair, Leon Schuster did play as an Indian cop and is also a part-time pickle and achar salesman. Coincidentally, he did play as a Naidoo, so it came as completely a full circle. Now, my ramblings could go on for hours on end on my grandfather's deed and character that so many people have come to admire and be thankful at experiencing him. But let me summarize to these words. I love my grandfather. I love the family that has brought me into through my ayah, through my mom, through my close family and all the brothers and sisters that I am humbled and glad to be a part of. I say this in the present tense because through all these events within the last 2 years, through our good choices and our bad choices, I don't feel alone. None of us do, since we still feel him. We know he's still here. He knows what we want to say and what he would think of us to do. But at its core, he's still with us. With me. With my mom and my ayah. My uncle Ivan, my author Suzanne, my brother Suvan, and to every single one of you who has met him in your lives. There are no regrets for me. There is sadness since he left, absolutely. But there are no regrets because we are here because of my grandfather, Parasuraman Naidoo, also known as Paul. Be there for us when you can, Thartha. Give my love to everyone up there. And please, give me the strength to eat herbs. I'm still struggling on that part. Thank you.
Thank you, Silashan, for those wonderful memories. I just want to do a quick check here. Is everybody still with us here? You guys tired? No, not yet. So before, I'm going to ask a question, but I don't want the family to raise their hands. So how many of you here heard Uncle Paul laugh? Family, take a look around. How many of you have heard him laugh? There's not one single hand. So the thing that my girls actually remember about their grandfather was his laughter. It was a full belly laughter. And it wasn't just a laughter as a ha 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 ha. It was a roar. And that could be heard on the road, trust me. And the thing that triggered that type of response was Mr. Bean. Yes, my girls remember him as the Mr. Bean Tata. That's how they remember him. Yes, Mr. Bean. And whenever they watch Mr. Bean, they will always talk about, since he's passing on, that's Paul Tata's movie, Mr. Bean. So with that happy memory, I'd like to call upon our second last speaker. But our last speaker is not a speaker, she's actually a singer. But our second last speaker, Suzanne Naidoo, that's going to give us also, share some memories with us.
Thank you, Brother Fish. Today I'm going to speak on behalf of Daddy's firstborn, Senba. Senba, I hope I do justice to your farewell to Dad. Okay, so Vandakam, Namaste, Namaskar to each and every one of you. And thank you for being here today to share this time with us and to remember Dad. It's difficult to believe that it's been 11 months since we said goodbye to Daddy. The pain is still burning a hole in our hearts and taking our breath away. We stare at his photo and wonder, how did we get to this point? The truth is that we have never imagined a world without him. Dad was a hard worker. He literally was the jack of all trades, but then you've heard a lot about that tonight. If he did not know something, he worked to a point where he would find out. I can still picture him, and this is Senba. I can still picture him sitting at his desk with his chin in his hand when he was trying to figure something out. He used to say that you had to learn the hard way for the lesson to stick. Everything he did was with precision and perfection, from slicing an onion to building a tool. If he could imagine a tool, he would build it. Everybody that came in contact with him learned something from him. And again, you've heard a lot of that tonight. Excuse me. Dad was a stern, no-nonsense man, but he was a fair man. When you got to know him, you would see how big his heart was. If it was within his power, he would go out of his way to help. It hurt him to see people in difficulty, especially family. He loved having family around. Those that would ever sit at the dinner table with him. He would tell of the days, the young days, and the ghosts that kept him awake. We loved hearing these stories, even though we heard it many, many times. He was also our news reporter. Senba says, I never had to watch TV or read the newspaper to keep informed. Dad will give me the daily rundown of the political situation in the country. He kept it interesting for me. He loved to travel. Both Mum and him, they always traveled together. Wherever you saw Dad, you saw Mum. And he was game for anything. We had lots of adventure and loads of memories. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you for that, Daddy. And Suzanne, I'm sure that your Mum and Dad and Daddy are planning their next adventure together in heaven. The truth is, I never imagined a world without Daddy in it. I believed he would live forever. And in all of us, he will. We see him in his grandsons and the protective nature. Silation has his generous and protective nature, and Suvan has his witty sense of humor. And Ivan, every day I see more and more of Daddy in you. Ma, you are the thread that keeps us connected to Daddy. The memories you share with us of your life together keeps Daddy alive in our hearts. For all the lives that you have touched in more ways, I want to say thank you, Daddy. Our lives are richer for knowing you And having shared that with you, I wouldn't be the person that I am today, and that's not just Senba, but all of us. Without you, always be by our sides to help us and to keep your legacy alive. We love and miss you every day, Daddy, until we meet. That's from Senba. And just from me, Daddy, where we once looked at you with our eyes, we now feel you in our hearts. And we love you, Daddy, because you will never leave us alone. We will always, always need you. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne. And Mom? We have a quick tribute to our father by my mother. It was something that he's requested from his funeral to all his ceremonies. And I pray that he gives you the strength to do this one more time for him. And even if you make a mistake, we've got some excellent musicians here that can back you up.
எங்கிருந்த போதும் உன்னை மறக்க முடியுமா என்னை விட்டு உன் நினைவை பிரிக்க முடியுமா எங்கிருந்த போதும் உன்னை மறக்க முடியுமா கண்கள் காணும் கனவிலே உன் முகம் சிரிக்கும் காற்றிலாடும் ரோஜா போல் சிவந்து சிரிக்கும் கண்கள் காணும் கனவிலே உன் முகம் சிரிக்கும் காற்றிலாடும் ரோஜா போல் சிவந்து சிரிக்கும் அன்பு ஒன்றுமாயிருந்தால் உன்னை அணைக்கும் இன்பமே வாழ்விலே தந்திடும் எங்கிருந்த போதும் உன்னை மறக்க முடியுமா என்னை விட்டு உன் நினைவை பிரிக்க முடியுமா எங்கிருந்த போதும் உன்னை மறக்க முடியுமா பூவும் இல்லை பொட்டும் இல்லை புன்னகை இல்லை நீ இல்லாத உலகத்திலே சிங்காரம் இல்லை பூவும் இல்லை பொட்டும் இல்லை புன்னகை இல்லை நீ இல்லாத உலகத்திலே சிங்காரம் இல்லை வாழ்வும் இல்லை வழியும் இல்லை சந்தோஷம் இல்லை வாழ்வும் இல்லை வழியும் இல்லை சந்தோஷம் இல்லை வருவதை நிம்மதி இல்லையே எங்கிருந்த போதும் உன்னை மறக்க முடியுமா என்னை விட்டு உன் நினைவை பிரிக்க முடியுமா எங்கிருந்த போதும் உன்னை மறக்க முடியுமா
Thank you, Mummy, for that beautiful rendition. We are reaching the conclusion of our memorial. I will hand over now back to the service group. And the family will be coming out first to perform the final arati. Thereafter, please, if you can come through, because of time, we don't want to drag the process on for too long. If you can come in your family groups and offer, there's some flowers at the pedestal. You can just pick up some flowers and turn it, and there's a container that's here that you can just drop up the flowers in there. These flowers will be offered to Dad when we're doing the concluding prayer at home for him. Thereafter, supper will be served. I think the catering company is ready for us. If not, you can be in readiness, and they would enjoy your meal with us as well. Feel free to come to the family, offer your respects, your love, and support. They really thank you for all that you've done for them in the last 12 months. And they would like to thank each and every one of you for honoring the invitation and celebrating the life of our wonderful father, wonderful friend, a fantastic Mr. Bean Laughter, and a perfect gentleman that really is, there's no second to none. Thank you.
Thank you to the MC and all the speakers. As he said, that we are now to the second half of the service where we offer our Dibaradne, starting with Auntie, and then the children and family and friends can come in threes and fours while we offer our Dibaradne. Om Shiva Tirusutram. Om Om உன்னையை மறந்து எங்கள் அப்பா எப்படி நாங்கள் வருமே எங்க பார்த்தாலும் உன் முகம் தெரிகிறது எப்படி நான் உன்னை மறுக்கவுமே உன்னை மறந்து எங்கள் அப்பா எப்படி நாங்கள் வருமே எங்க பார்த்தாலும் உன் முகம் தெரிகிறது எப்படி நான் உன்னை மறுக்கவுமே அப்பாவும் நீயே தெய்வம் நீயே அப்பா எங்க பார்த்தாலும் உன் முகம் தெரிகிறது எப்படி நான் உன்னை மறுக்கவுமே ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நம எப்படி நாங்கள் வருமே இந்த ஆத்மாக்கு நற்கரி சாந்தி வேண்டும் எப்படி நாங்கள் வருமே ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நம எப்படி நாங்கள் வருமே இந்த ஆத்மாக்கு நற்கரி சாந்தி வேண்டும் எப்படி நாங்கள் வருமே சிவாய 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 ஓம் சிவா திருசிற்றம் அப்பா பிதாவே அன்பான தேவா அருமே ரட்சகரே ஆவியானவரே அப்பா பிதாவே அன்பான தேவா அருமே ரட்சகரே ஆவியானவரே அப்பா பிதாவே அன்பான தேவா அருமே ரட்சகரே ஆவியானவரே இரவும் பகலும் அப்பா கூடி நினைந்து
எங்களை காப்பவனே. அப்பா இரவும் பகலும் அப்பா கூடி நின்று எங்களை காப்பவனே. மரியாத தெய்வம் எங்கள் அப்பா, எங்கள் துணை அப்பா. மரியாத தெய்வம் எங்கள் அப்பா, எங்கள் துணை அப்பா. நன்றி உமக்கு நன்றி அப்பா, நன்றி உமக்கு நன்றி அப்பா. பிதாவே அன்பான தெய்வம் எங்கள் துணை அப்பா, எங்கள் துணை அப்பா. தாய்மகிலிருந்து கையாப்ப இருந்து எங்களை காப்பவனே. அப்பா தாய்மகிலிருந்து கையாப்ப இருந்து எங்களை காப்பவனே. அன்புள்ள அப்பா எங்கள் அப்பா, எங்கள் துணை அப்பா. அன்புள்ள அப்பா எங்கள் அப்பா, எங்கள் துணை அப்பா. நன்றி உமக்கு நன்றி, நன்றி உமக்கு நன்றி அப்பா. பிதாவே அன்பான தேவா, அருமை ரட்சகரே, ஆவியானவரே. அப்பா பிதாவே அன்பான தேவா, அருமை ரட்சகரே, ஆவியானவரே. அப்பா ஆவியானவரே. ஓம் சிவா திருசுற்றம். ஓம் கணநாதன கைலாசவாச, ஓம் கணநாதன கைலாசவாச, ஆதி கணேசனே அருள் செய்வாயே ஐயா, ஆதி கணேசனே அருள் செய்வாயே. ஓம் கணநாதன கைலாசவாச, ஓம் கணநாதன கைலாசவாச, ஆதி கணேசனே அருள் செய்வாயே ஐயா, ஆதி கணேசனே அருள் செய்வாயே. ஓம் 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 ஆதி கணேசனே அருள் செய்வாயே ஐயா, ஆதி கணேசனே அருள் செய்வாயே. பச்சைமயில் முருகா சண்முகா, பச்சைமயில் ஏறி வா முருகனே வா, பச்சைமயில் ஏறி வா முருகனே வா. எங்கள் குமையா நீதானையா, எங்கள் குமையா நீதானையா. முதல்வனே நம சிவாய, முதல்வனே நம சிவாய, முதல்வனே நம சிவாய, முதல்வனே நம சிவாய, நம சிவாய, முதல்வனே நம சிவாய, முதல்வனே நம சிவாய, முதல்வனே நம சிவாய. ஆளுவாய் நம சிவாய,
தானுவாய் நம சிவாய 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 பரமனே 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 நம சிவாய ஈசனே 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 நம சிவாய சங்கரா 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 நம சிவாய கடவுளே 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 நம சிவாய முதல்வனே 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 நம சிவாய நே நம சிவாய முதல்வனே நம சிவாய முதல்வனே நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய நமோ நம 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 ஐந்தரத்தில் பிறந்த நாள் ஐந்தரத்தில் வளர்ந்த நாள் ஐந்தரத்தில் பிறந்த நாள் ஐந்தரத்தில் வளர்ந்த நாள் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய நமோ நம ஓம் நம சிவாய நமோ நம நம சிவாய நமோ நம ஓம் நம சிவாய நமோ நம எந்திலம் நம சிவாய இரவிலம் நம சிவாய எந்திலம் நம சிவாய இரவிலம் நம சிவாய நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய நமோ நம 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 நடராஜ பெருமானே நம சிவாய நடராஜ பெருமானே நம சிவாய நடராஜ பெருமானே நம சிவாய நடராஜ பெருமானே நம சிவாய எங்கள் துணை நீதான் நம சிவாய எங்கள் துணை நீதான் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய நமோ நம ஓம் நம சிவாய நமோ நம
Om Namah Shivaya, Namo Namah. Om Namah Shivaya, Namo Namah. Om Shiva Tirusutrambalam. Toduடைய செவியன் விடையேறியோ துவன் மணிசூதி. தோடுடைய செவியன் விடையேறியோ துவன் மணிசூதி. காடுடைய சுடலை காடுடைய சுடலை பொறி பூசியன் உள்ளம் கவர் கல்வன். நேருடைய மலரான் முன்னை நாள் பண்ணன் தேனருள் செய்த. ஏதுடைய மலரான் உன்னை நாள் பண்ணன் தேனருள் செய்த. வீடுடைய பிரமா வீடுடைய பிரமா புழமேவிய பெருமானிவனே. அருணரிய மழவள்ள முனியகன் பொய்கே அரணே. அருணரிய மழவள்ள முனியகன் பொய்கே அரணே. பெருணரிய பிரமா பெருணரிய பிரமா புழமேவிய கர்மானிவன் தன்னே. ஒரு நரிய மனவை தொன்னன் ஞானத்தம் தந்த உர செய்த. ஒரு நரிய மனவை தொன்னன் ஞானத்தம் பந்தருரசை திரோணரிய தமிழ்வள் திரோணரிய தமிழ்வள்ளவ தோல்வினை கத்தலிதாமே. தோதுடைய செவியன் விடையேறியோ கோவல் மதிசூதி. ஓம் சிவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். சூலதாரனே பரமேசா சிவகாமி நாயக ஜெகநேசா. ஓக்கிய பாதமே அமர கைலேச தாண்டவ நடராஜா. தூக்கிய பாதமே அமர கைலேச தாண்டவ நடராஜா. விபூதி சுந்தரனே சங்கரா ஈஸ்வரிநாதன் சுந்தரா. விபூதி சுந்தரனே சங்கரா ஈஸ்வரிநாதன் சுந்தரா. சிவகாமி மகேஸ்வரனே அம்பல்ல பெருமானே. சிவகாமி மகேஸ்வரனே அம்பல்ல பெருமானே. சோழதாரனே பரமேசா சிவகாமி நாயக ஜெகநேசா. சோழதாரனே பரமேசா சிவகாமி நாயக ஜெகதேசா. ஓக்கிய பாதன அமர கைலேசா தாண்டவனடராஜா தூக்கிய பாதம் அமர கைலேச தாண்டவனடராஜா விபூதி சுந்தரனே சங்கரா ஈஸ்வவிலாசன சுந்தரா விபூதி சுந்தரனே சங்கரா ஈஸ்வவிலாசன சுந்தரா சிவகாமி மகேஸ்வரனே அம்பல பெருமானே சிவகாமி மகேஸ்வரனே அம்பல பெருமானே சோழநாரணே பரமேசா சிவகாமி நாயக ஜகதேசா சோழதாரணே பரமேசா சிவகாமி நாயக ஜகதேசா ரோக்கிய பாதம் அமர கைலேச தாண்டவ நடராஜா சிவ தாண்டவ நடராஜா. Let's all stand, please. You cannot eat, the service is not done yet. Please, let's all stand. We're closing now. Just 1 minute and it's over. Om Shiva Tirusitrambalam. Om Shiva Tirusitrambalam. Muktineri Hariyade Mokaredo Muyalvene Atineri Haruvichu Paravilengal Paravana Ritamala Haruvichu Sivamagi என்னையாண்ட அத்தையனேக்கு அருவியவாரு ஆய் பெறுவாய் ஆச்சோவே நெறியல நெறிதானே நெறியாக நினைவேனே திருநெறிகள் சேராமே திருவருள சரவண புரியோன்றம் எல்லாதே ஓதாத ஓத எனக்கு அறியவன அருளியவாறு ஆய் பெறுவாய் ஆச்சோவே சின்னை மலர் அறியாத சிலோட பிறவேனே நம்மை மலர் அருளிக்கு முதலாயே முதல் வந்தார் நம்மையோமோ பொருளாய் நீ நான் சிவகே ஏற்று வைத்த அம்மையனேக்கு அருளியவாறு ஆய் பெறுவாய் ஆச்சோவே அம்மையனேக்கு அருளியவாறு ஆய் பெறுவாய் ஆச்சோவே ஆய் பெறுவாய் ஆச்சோவே ஆய் பெறுவாய் ஆச்சோவே. ஓம் சிவா திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். கலா பிரேம் கரதா பிரேம் கசுந்திரிகி நில்லாய் பிரேம் நின்யாய் பிரேம் நின் அருத்தை சொல்லாய் பிரேம் துடியாய் பிரேம் தோஷாய் பிரேம் எல்லா பிரேம் பொறுத்தருள்வாய் கட்சியேகமனே அருள் பெரும் ஜோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருள் பெரும் ஜோதி எல்லா உயிர்கிற்றுள் இன்புற்று வாழ்க. ஹரி ஓம் பராபரணி
அன்பே சிவம் சிவனே அன்பு, அன்பே சிவம் சிவனே அன்பு. ஓம் தத் சத் நமச்சிவாய. போற்றி போற்றி போற்றி. கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா. Thank you. You may now partake with your meals and refreshments. Thank you.
Hey, other two.